Hello curl friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me again this week. This week I am doing something to try to round out the year of 2022, but I'm actually going to include part of 2021 in it as well. I'm just going to start basically from the beginning of my curly hair YouTube channel and just kind of go over some of the biggest surprises that I came across in trying different products. And I thought it was interesting sometimes to see how my perceptions changed to some of the products, or how I was just in general surprised as to what would work or what wouldn't work for my hair. And so if this is something that you would like to see, please stick around. Okay, I'm just going to get right into this. I'm going to go through some of these products. I'm not going to cover every product that I've tried in the course of this whole YouTube journey. That's just going to be crazy. But like I said, these are just some of the products or lines that stood out to me that were surprises to me. Not what I had expected, either good or bad. And so I think I'm going to start out with the negative first, because, you know, we like to have a good positive ending, and not everything is negative in the negative. I'll explain. I do have my notes over here, so if you see me looking over there, that's just looking at my notes. I'm going to pop up some pictures too of the products I'm talking about as I go along, and let's get into this. The first brand I'd like to bring up is Cake Beauty, and this is on the negative side, but there's a positive twist to it. So I started out with like a 1-minute leave-in conditioner. I had a leave-in, a cream, and a mousse. And I also had like a finishing oil. Overall, my hair it started out kind of okay, but it just didn't last. It got frizzy really fast, and I remember I had a wedding that day that I wore it, and I was kind of a little bit embarrassed on how my hair looked. And overall, I just wasn't impressed. I'm not even sure I showed you day 2 or day 3 results, but I know it didn't last. And the reason why I think that is because I didn't use a gel. And I had stated that in the video. I really would have loved to have a gel. And I know Cake Beauty has some gels, at least one. And so I just haven't got my hands on that. Not sure I will, but I have recently found some other ways to pair these products with. Not recently, I've actually found many ways to pair these products with other gels. And one of my favorites, actually, I have in my hair right now. It is the curl cream. I can't remember the exact name of it. Curl Friend maybe. And then the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Stronghold Gel, and then the Cake Curl Whip. So I have learned to pair these products with something else, a different gel from a different line, and I've learned to love them. My favorite probably out of the whole line is the Cake Curl Whip. I think that is an excellent mousse. So while I was not initially happy with my results for Cake Beauty, I have learned to really love some of the products from the line. There are some products I still don't like. I still don't like the finishing oil. I just don't like that type of a spray oil in general. So, and the fact that it smells horrible. And then the leave-in is good. I still like that. I don't really remember too much about the 1-minute mask, so you'll have to refer back to that video if you want to find out my thoughts on that. Goodness sakes, I was a little talkative during the first one, so I'm going to try to be a little bit more concise in the following products that I'm talking about. But the next product I would like to say that I kind of have had negative experiences with is the Curlsmith Featherlight Protein Cream. Now, I have trouble sometimes with Curlsmith products. I feel like they just make my hair, if I go too heavy with a product, I feel like my hair gets stringy. Now, not all the Curlsmith stylers, and this has nothing to do with the wash day products. I love their wash day products, but some of the stylers seem to make my hair a little bit stringy if I get too heavy. This Featherlight Protein Cream, I cannot find the happy medium. The other products I have kind of learned to adjust how I apply and therefore get better results the more I experiment and practice with them. But the Featherlight Protein Cream, I just cannot find that happy medium. I'm still struggling with it. I love the idea of having protein in a cream. My hair loves proteins, so I thought I would really love this. I just haven't found a way to love it yet. The next product line that I am bringing you that's kind of a negative is the Main Choice Cheers Collection. And for a similar reason to the previous product, this is loaded with proteins, and I thought my hair would love it. Unfortunately, I really didn't. One, I don't really care for the smell of beer. And while it doesn't smell like straight up old beer, but it does have that brewery scent, and I just don't really care for that. Two, it just doesn't deliver the results that I was expecting. And so I was disappointed. Now, I have found ways to like some of the products. I haven't really experimented a whole lot with the shampoo and conditioner. I don't feel like those were really the make or breaks. It was the stylers in the end that I didn't like. And basically they have two stylers. They have a gel, the gelato, and then they have a finishing polish, I think they call it. And so the gel, just, I used that, I don't fully remember. I have to check the video again, but I think I just used that as a single styler, and it didn't work for my hair. And so I have found, though, that if I use that paired with the Ancient Egyptian, the lotion from that line, I'm not sure I got the whole title, but the Ancient Egyptian lotion paired with the gelato is very good. I love my results for that. So I have made it work. Was it initially what I was hoping for when I tried the whole line just as like a single brand wash day or a single line wash day? Not in the least, but I have found some bright spots in it. The next line that I'd like to bring you for negatives is the Curls Blueberry Bliss. And this breaks my heart to say that I have not liked this line. This claims to be reparative and strengthening for your hair. Once again, notice the theme here. I love strengthening products, but this line just didn't work for my hair really for the most part. It left my hair weighed down and frizzy, and it just didn't have a good feel to it. Now, I did not like the co-wash, or it's not a co-wash, but I feel like it's a co-wash. I did not like the reparative wash. I did not care for the hair milk. I feel like the hair milk might be like the part that's the biggest turn off for me, because I've always applied that underneath either the mousse or the gel. And I have found ways to make the mousse and gel work, particularly the mousse. I've paired that with like 2 other products, and I have found that I've liked it. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I do have it written down. So I know that I can make the mousse work for me, and I'm pretty sure I can make the gel work. But the hair milk just leaves my hair feeling gunky paired with anything else. So am I the only one that struggles with the hair milk? I've heard the leave-in is great, and I haven't had a chance to try that. I don't know if I want to try that just due to my experience with the milk. But you know what pains me the most about this whole line, not liking it, is that I love the scent. The scent is divine. It's just, some people might find it a little bit strong. I think I have heard of a few people saying it's kind of strong. I love the scent and could smell it all day. Now, the last product line I want to talk about in the negatives is Biolage. And I came to this with high expectations once again. All these negatives I came into with high expectations and was obviously disappointed. But the Biolage, I had heard several other influencers recommend this, as far as especially the gel. Maybe not the rest of the line, but I definitely saw the gel was recommended. So I thought, you know, this is great. I'm going to love this. And I think maybe the leave-in that I had tried with that was also recommended by someone else. But anyways, it just left my hair with this gunky feeling, and then it frizzed out and got very flat. Did not like it. I'm thinking maybe the hairspray might have been the biggest culprit. I'm not a fan of that kind of hairspray. In particular, I don't really like spraying my hair wet. I prefer to just have an aerosol hairspray to spray it while it's dry and already styled and everything. But I'm thinking that was maybe the biggest culprit. I haven't really paired these products with really much else, so I haven't experimented much. And I think the gel still has hope, and probably the other products as well. Will I be wowed by them? Probably not. I don't really expect that, but you know, you never know. I might. There's still room that I could possibly learn to make them work for me. So they're not a complete write-off yet. All right, that's enough of the negative. Let's get into the positives. Products or lines or combos that surprised me, and I am shocked, I guess. So the first one was a Mielle viewer choice, and it was the rice water leave-in and the rosemary mint cream gel. Now, I did not expect to love that because it's a light hold, but I got fantastic results. And for such a light hold, I was really impressed. So I love those products, the combination. I haven't played with them a whole lot. I remember using them more in the cooler weather or the mid-range weather. So I have not used that product combination in the summertime, and I'm not sure I will reach for it then, but I love it in the more temperate weather and in the colder climate. The next one that surprised me was Aunt Jackie's. I thought these products would be, I thought the conditioner would be too heavy for my hair. It wasn't at all. It was like the perfect amount of moisture and it did not weigh my curls down. Then I thought the gel, it claimed to be elongating. I thought, oh boy, what am I getting myself into? I do not need to elongate my curls. My curls have trouble with being the volume. I had some of the best spiral curls that I can remember having in a long time. And they were amazing. I love the product combination. Have I gone back to it? No, not really. I have so many products. It's hard for me to kind of work some of these into rotation, but I definitely am excited to revisit that one here eventually. The next product line that I am super stoked about and surprised about at the time was Verb. Now, I had not seen anything to suggest otherwise that it wouldn't be a good product line, but I was just not excited about it for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it was packaging is pretty simple. It's nice packaging, it's clean, crisp, you know, to the point, black and white, the Verb Ghost line, but I don't know. I'm a sucker for good packaging. It just didn't catch my eye, but I thought I was going to try it because, you know, it promises to be lightweight for your hair, and that's exactly what it was. It delivered on those promises. My curls felt lightweight, and yet they still held. At the time when I tried the product line, they didn't have, really Verb didn't have any type of like finishing styler, I would say, and by that I mean like a gel or a mousse. But now they have a foaming gel, and I can also say that that pairs really well with the line, and so I was shook by Verb and am still enjoying it to this day. Another line that caught me by complete surprise was Luss. Luss was one of those that I'd seen great reviews on. I even have a family friend that was wowed by it and uses it regularly, but I couldn't get excited about it. The products didn't seem to have any proteins in them that I could see, and I just didn't have high expectations for it. I thought, how is this cream with no protein going to hold my hair? And surprise, it did. I also got the gel and I tried it with that, and that's nice as well. But my favorite products are actually the original line with just the shampoo, conditioner, and that single styler. It just amazed me. I don't know how it works the magic, but it's magic. Then the last surprise that I had for me was the most recent, and that was Curlsmith's Hydro Creme. Let me look at this again. It's the Curlsmith Hydro Creme Soothing Mask. And I had paired that with a different mask, and I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but you can look the video up. It's one of my battles of the deep conditioners. But, oh, it was the TGIN one, I believe. Yes. But I expected the Hydro Creme Smoothie Mask just to be kind of heavy for my hair. My hair, it didn't have proteins in it. My hair loves proteins, as I've said 1,000 times at least. And I just thought that it would not live up to its claims of being lightweight. And you know what it did? It lived up to its claims. So why am I so excited that it did what it said it was going to? Because, you know, we've all experienced products that haven't. But this product it shook me. It did exactly what it said. My hair was lightweight, was bouncy, was moisturized, and I loved it. Still love it to this day. All right, so I have been quite chatty. Those are all the products or lines that have stood out to me that have either been a bit of disappointment, complete disappointment, or that I have really loved. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have something that completely surprised you, that blew you out of the water, either positive or negative? Let me know in the comments, and until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.